Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this crazy thing called love at first sight. You know, that magical moment when your eyes meet across the room, and your heart starts pounding like a jackhammer, and you're convinced that you've just found your soulmate. Yeah, that thing. Now, I have a bone to pick with love at first sight. I mean, come on, how can you fall in love with someone just by looking at them? I can barely fall in love with a pizza topping without analyzing it for 20 minutes. But seriously, have you ever stopped to think about how absurd it is? Imagine if we made all our life decisions that way. Like, you walk into a store, and the first car you see, you're like, yep, that's the one. No need to test drive it or check the price. I'm in love with it. That's how you end up with a lemon on wheels and a drained bank account. And let's not forget about the awkwardness that follows love at first sight. You are all googly-eyed, thinking you found the one. So, you gather up all your courage, walk over to them, and you're like, hi, I think I love you. Wanna go grab a coffee? And they're like, who are you? Are you okay? Should I call security? I mean, can you imagine if love at first sight actually worked that easily? We'd have people proposing on street corners left and right. Excuse me, sir, I just saw you from across the street, and I think you're the one. Will you marry me? It would be chaos. But hey, let's give love at first sight some credit. Sometimes it does work out. You see each other, fall head over heels, and live happily ever after. But you know what? I think it's mostly because both people are too afraid to admit they were wrong about their first impression. It's like, well, I've already invested all this time and energy into this relationship. Might as well make it work. So, the next time you think you are experiencing love at first sight, take a step back, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, am I really in love, or did I just have too much caffeine today? Because sometimes love at first sight is just a caffeine-induced hallucination, and trust me, nobody wants to wake up married to their espresso machine. In conclusion, love at first sight is like a romantic lottery. Sure, you might win big and find your soulmate, but more often than not, you end up with a bunch of losing tickets and a broken heart. So, my advice, take your time, get to know someone, and let love grow slowly like a beautiful garden. And if you still want to believe in love at first sight, well, I wish you all the luck in the world. Just remember to keep your expectations in check, and always carry a backup plan in case your soulmate turns out to be more of a soul not so much. Thank you, and remember, love is a journey, not a sprint. Good night, everyone.